CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Dressed in their finest, the Mavs as they came through the top. And let's go.
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the five for the Clippers. They've got Morris. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the 5. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
And a deep 3 from George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it. Already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
It's deflected. The pass to Zubats. Morris outside. There's Jackson with the 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Dallas moving it around. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And Morris throws it down.
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
Doncic outside. Here's Kleba. And it's off from three-point range. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. A pull-up. Doncic, no good. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And here's Leonard from 3. They get it back. Jackson kicks to Morris. Pass to George. For 3. Mavericks with the rebound.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Seems that Richardson just has a knack for always being in the right place.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's George. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Doncic outside. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid. I think are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Clippers trail by 3. And here's George for 3. Porzingis with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Hardaway for 3. It's hauled in by George. The Clippers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Leonard, no luck. Dallas leading by 3. Here's Porzingis. Here's Powell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
And, you know, when Powell is this deep, the defense knows they're in trouble. Sometimes they have no choice but to foul him.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Here's Brunson after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Brunson the pass to Powell. Now here's Hardaway. Dallas again missing. And here's Beverly. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. And here we go, the Mavericks in a fast break. Powell kicks to Hardaway. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a three-point game. Here's Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Fires from deep. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Dallas. They're up by 3. And we'll get things... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Kennard is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Batum. And it's Mann in at the 3, the small forward. Outside, Redick passes it to Powell. Hardaway up top. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Up again. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Clippers trail by 3. Now here's Batum. From deep. Unable to get that one. Here's Powell. Cauley Stein kicks to Redick. Kennard against Hardaway. And the wide open shot from Redick. Buries the long-range jumper. Redick's got the lead up to 6 now for Dallas.
And they've had 2 completely different quarters. Field goal percentage just over 20 in the first, and they shot themselves out of that slump and have the lead here in the second.
Clippers trail by 6. Beverly dishes to Batum. And Cousins kicks to Kennard. From downtown, Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Redick against Kennard. Here's Powell. And that one is off. Great D that time from Batum. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Los Angeles with another miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
He has the ability to get to the basket, too. Like seeing Redick put it on the deck and get it done off the dribble.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Beverly, the pass to Kennard. And there it is for him. Kennard's got his first points of the game.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Right side Hardaway. Back to Brunson. Poked away. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. And the dunk by Batum.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Kennard for 3. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Redick is in the corner. There's the triple. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Redick's got 8 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Kennard. For the three. A shot off that time, and it's Dallas the other way. Here's Powell. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Now Kennard. The pass to Batum. To the left wing. He kicks to Beverly. Cousins against Cauley Stein. 5 to shoot. Kennard for 3. The Clippers rebound. Here's Mann. Guarded by Hardaway. Out to the right wing. Redick against Beverly. And Cousins throws it down.
Cousins doing a nice job using that big body of his to get another possession for his team.
Brunson with it. We've got 22 seconds left in the second quarter. Hardaway kicks to Brunson. There's the three. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. And here's Kennard.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. And Kenny, along with the incredible production Luka Doncic gives this game, his leadership may be just a... And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at J.J. Redick, what a contribution.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Doncic kicks to Richardson. Here's Kleba. Porzingis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, fellas, I like the aggressiveness Porzingis is showing on the glass. I mean, getting good positioning and using that big body when shots go up. That's why he's boarding it well.
Jackson against Doncic. Outside Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Richardson gets a wide open look. Porzingis on the foul. And it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Jackson passes to Morris.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
The Clippers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Trey Burke's checked in for the Mavericks. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. Up top, Burke. He's covered by Rondo. And again, the turnover by the Mavericks. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Trey Burke. Clippers trail by 7. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Rondo with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Rondo looking around. Shoots over Doncic. Great positioning on the putback.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Mavericks leading by 5. Doncic outside. To the paint. In the corner, it's Kleber. Here's Richardson. And the rejection by Zubac. And now the Clippers on the break. Morris with the ball.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact, now going to the line to try and add one more.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Leonard against Doncic. No good, unable to end this run. Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third, and so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
For the tie, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Morris has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. Doncic looking it over. Richardson outside. Out left to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks with some changes. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Reddick comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Kennard's checked in.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Dallas making a switch here. Burks is checked in.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Brunson up top. Softly drops in the floater.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Clippers.
Rondo against Brunson. Rondo kicks to Leonard. From past the arc. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Hardaway for 3. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 points. The Clippers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Kennard for 3. They get it back.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
The Mavericks trailing. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Brunson against Rondo. Kleber drains it from beyond the arc. Kleber's got his second basket of the game.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
This one for 3. But they get it back. Zubac finds Kennard. His 3-pointers off the mark. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Mavericks on top, leading by just 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Reggie Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Kennard in at the small forward. Now here's Jackson. Tight defense on him. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 6th rebound on the night. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Mavericks. Up top, Doncic. Guarded by Jackson. Doncic with the bucket.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
Exactly. I mean, finding their stride offensively, and they're on top on the scoreboard, and things are looking pretty good for them right now.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Doncic. Fires the three. No good on the shot. And the Clippers will come the other way.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Redick for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Great setup right there. Calling for the pick and roll. Redick getting the separation he wanted to keep it and convert.
There's Jackson with the three. The Mavericks pull it in. Powell's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Redick passes to Melly. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Pass to Melly. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. Launches it. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 8 rebounds in this game. And the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Porzingis comes in for Nicolo Melli. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And then for Los Angeles, Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Kawhi Leonard comes in for Kennard. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Los Angeles with some changes. George is checked in for Patrick Beverley. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Rondo against Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. George looking around. Fires for 3. Sinks the triple.
Right there, I think you got to try and run George off his spot. I mean, he's a lights-out long-distance shooter and has great confidence.
Rondo against Doncic. Pass to Marjanovic. Outside, Porzingis. Outside, Redick. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with the quick bucket here.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Clippers on defense. They trail by 6. Doncic against Rondo. Now, here's Doncic. D right on him. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Kept alive. Out to Hardaway. To the middle. Shot clock at 3. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's an 8-point game. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside, George. Launches a 3. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
On the wing, Hardaway. From the arc. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage. And thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Cantor in at the center position. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Chris, it doesn't matter if they're two of the best teams in the league or the two worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
Nice step back to get it off. Lillard's got the game going here with the first basket for the Trailblazers.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
Richardson outside. And a miss there on the triple. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. From deep three-point range, the shot by Powell, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Lillard misses. It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Kicks it out to Richardson. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Lillard. Fast break, here they come. Here's Powell. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
That's about as high percentage a look as you're going to get. Running the floor beautifully.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Powell with the steal.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Pass to Kleber. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Mavericks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Lillard outside. Passes to Cantor. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Second chance shot. And Cantor with the lay-in. Good.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
Doncic against McCollum. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Now, here's Doncic. Defense is right there. Back to Porzingis. It's over Powell. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Cantor finds Powell. Tries again. Takes it out to Covington. Lillard with no one around. Buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got 5 now.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Here's Doncic. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Powell for 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Mavericks trail by 5. 1:05 left in the first quarter of the game. Yep, it counts. Porzingis has got his second basket.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Over to the wing. Lillard, the pass to Canner. Nice D from Porzingis.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
McCollum against Richardson. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And McCullough is fantastic in running the screen and roll. He knows how to use the pick to get space to shoot.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Cauley-Stein dishes to Reddick. Brunson up top. Pass to Powell. Here's Hardaway. The wing jumper off target.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
A good close contest so far as we finish. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals with the big.
I look to the times where things are going well. So this is.
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
On the floor for Portland, they've got Yusuf Nurkic, Anthony out there with Jones. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the one spot. Such a wide-open look.
The quick, accurate release, McCollum thrives on catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Brunson scanning the floor. Inside, got a piece of it. Here's Powell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Powell against McCollum. To the paint. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by McCollum.
And it's not easy trying to defend McCollum in the pick and roll. He does a nice job threading the needle in these sets.
Outside, Reddick. And the pass to Hardaway. Back to Reddick. Lets it go with the three. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. And it's Jones with the ball for the Trailblazers. It's a 5-point game. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. And they're running. Here's Cauley-Stein. Outside for Reddick. He dishes it to Hardaway. Here's Brunson. Misses the three. Portland leading by 5. Cullen passes to Jones. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Oh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Nurkic in the post. Cauley-Stein defending. Here's Simons. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Powell. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Powell's got 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Simons surveying the D. And it's McCollum off the drive. Plays it up and banks it in. And that's now 6 points for C.J. McCollum.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a rollout on his team.
Was shot by Redick, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
It's McCollum on the wing. To the wing on the left. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. And Redick kicks to Powell. Outside Redick. There's 38 seconds left now here in the second. Clock at 6. Johnson the pass to Redick. Lets it go from the wing. The Mavericks rebound. Cauley Stein. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
You see the length helping Cauley Stein right there. I mean, that's what allows him to be a factor on the board.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. McCollum outside. The putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
Now, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3. And that's a wrap for our halftime show.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Portland leading by 5. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in its small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Lillard scanning the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up from the top of the key. Not as good off the back rim and in. Lillard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers. Dallas shooting about 42% so far. Back to Doncic. To the inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Jones finds Lillard. 3-pointer. And he's good on the 3 ball. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Doncic outside. Here's the 3. And Cancer pulls it down. Trailblazers leading by 8. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Jones is running. Feeds it to Lillard. And stolen by Richardson. And here's the fast break. Finished off the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Lillard attacking. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Finney Smith. No good off the back of the rim.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea. Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. trailing here by 8. For 3, Richardson. Offensive rebound.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Now here's Lillard. 10 points for him. Covington in the corner. Back to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. A putback. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Burke, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And a switch here also for Portland. Anthony's checked in for Jones. On the wing, Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he did.
Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. And then for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. And McCollum subbed in for Robert Covington. Lillard from outside. Portland again missing.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Hardaway against Lillard. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
McCollum against Kleber. McCollum no good. And an intentional foul right there. For Dallas, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Jalen Brunson, who's checked in for the Mavericks. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Giles comes in for Norman Powell. Jones checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Burke with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Hardaway finds Burke. And here's Brunson. Passes it to Porzingis. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than the average number.
And he's good on the second. Outside Hardaway. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in at the point. McCollum kicks to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Fending off the challenge well. I like how Kanter keeps his focus on the basket on these difficult tries.
Kanter against Hardaway. Dishes it to Redick. On the wing, Hardaway. Corner shot. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Simons. From outside, off the mark. Mavericks trail by 3. Redick passes to Porzingis. Count it, good.
Oh, man, you better appreciate the unselfishness. When Redick sees an open teammate, as great of a shooter as he is, he's fast at getting him the ball.
Here's McCollum. High post, Nurkic. Cantor dishes to Carmelo. Back to Cantor. To the wing right side. Here's Simons. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Simons, and he dunks it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Anthony finds McCollum. Anthony taking his time here. Down low, Nurkic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Porzingis.
He's a real menace. Nurkic is 7'1". He's difficult to guard without foul.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. Josh Richardson's checked in for Burke. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And then for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Enes Kanter. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Powell, no one around him. Portland, no good that time either. Mavericks trail by 3. Richardson outside. Back to Kleber. Out to Porzingis. Uncovered. And right through it goes.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Lillard against Doncic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Lillard. That one misses. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Richardson. And the shot goes in. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Wow, sensing their importance. Remember, Richardson was a second-round pick. Had to fight for his spot.
Doncic against Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. Looking to get back on track here. And it's Lillard missing.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
This is why Richardson is out there. I mean, his team trusts in his ability to come through in the clutch.
Covington finds Powell. Portland, no good that time either. Dallas has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Doncic outside. It's to Porzingis. Good!
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Porzingis is a dependable late-game scoring option.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. Back to Lillard. 26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Dallas making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Cantor checked in for the Trailblazers. Doncic against McCollum. Hardaway with a wide open look. Connects from three-point range. Hardaway has got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas. Here's Lillard. From deep. And so it's Dallas winning this one. Even early. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This from earlier on, the Nuggets getting off the team bus and nothing.
Kevin, thanks very much. Nikola Jokic, love.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. And these two teams, Brent, known for playing a more methodical pace. When you think of the elite half-court offenses, what comes to mind for you?
Well, I have a location for you, Kevin. It's Utah. And I have two names for you, Stockton and Malone. And how good those guys were, not just in pick and roll, but in overall half-court execution. Man, it was surgical.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. And it's Rivers. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. And there's the pass to Kleba. Here's Finney-Smith. The offensive rebound. Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Porzingis. The 3 for Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Rivers has got the ball. Offline with his 3. The Mavericks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Rivers against Richardson. Out to Doncic. Banked in off the glass.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Pass to Jokic. Right wing. Lob pass to Gordon. A beautiful reverse layup.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And here's Doncic from the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
Here's Doncic. Michael Porter making his last shot.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jokic. Lays it up off the glass. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen. Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Doncic outside. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Doncic has got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. Think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Porter. Good work there as it goes. Porter's got his second bucket.
Yeah, you can't leave people open around Jokic, and the offense is set up to have cutters and movement. They'll take advantage of the defense if they sleep.
Here's Doncic. Passes it to Porzingis. It's Richardson on the wing. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away using those long arms.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 6. A floater. Can't hit that one. Now Denver takes it the other way. 36 seconds left to play in the first. Keeps it alive. Porzingis with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 8. Kleba with the bucket.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Up top, Rivers. Richardson covering. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Doncic outside. A 3 ball. It's not going to go for him. Got it up. No good that time. And so it's Denver holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts about how
selfless. I mean, you need to put your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Harrison out there with Austin Rivers, and it's Gordon in at the 3 slot. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
And the Mavericks with possession here. Powell kicks to Hardaway. From deep 3-point range, Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Powell trying to free himself up. It's good.
Tim Hardaway Jr. with the ball on the floor there. Very decisive to get in there on that move.
Harrison passes to Jokic. No good on the 3. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned, and I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
Trey Burks checked in for J.J. Redick. Hardaway from outside, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Nuggets leading by 6. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his 3-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
McGee with it. There's Green with the 3. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks trail by 8. Shoots a 3. Rebounded by McGee. The Nuggets have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Shoots the 3. The Nuggets with another miss. Dallas has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Hardaway, and he banks in the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Rivers surveying the D. Pass to McGee. It's rebounded by Dallas.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. And again, Denver no good. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Well, as soon as the shot was released, Millsap gets off the floor quickly and blocks it.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Just barely too late, and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. Doncic is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Campazzo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Richardson. This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Burke. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Inside, deflects the pass. Here's Porzingis, and the shot goes in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Nuggets leading by 6. The pass to Green. Harrison in the corner. 6 to shoot. Campazzo. Burke grabs the miss.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Richardson gets a wide open look. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
From outside the arc. The shot by Harrison, no good. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Remember, Josh Richardson, a second-round pick. He has come a long way in this league in a short time. A great athlete who shoots it well and enjoys playing the D.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. From deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So that'll be it for... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to what a start it was for Aaron Gordon. He had 10 points. Well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola? And that.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. Jokic with the bucket. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Now, here's Doncic, guarded close, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Denver.
More and more polish from Porzingis, easily getting the defense off their feet. The rest is simple.
A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And a switcher also for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Porter. Jokic kicks to Rivers. Denver passing it around. Gordon the pass to Jokic. The shot from 20 feet away. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight.
And so it's Dallas with it, trailing by 2. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
There's been a lot of attention around the league about how good Millsap was defensively on the interior, but don't forget about what he could do on the offensive glass.
Brunson drops in the layup for 2. Brunson's got 6.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Pass to Millsap. Good on the shot. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
Well, burning up the defense right now is Millsap on the interior, just finding enough space to create scoring chances.
And here is Hardaway. Porzingis high post. Five to shoot. Nails the baby hook. 6 points for him.
I think the talk about Porzingis being soft on the inside might be a little misguided. Playing pretty hard right now.
Outside Millsap. It's up a 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Finney-Smith. That one doesn't go. Now Denver takes it the other way. Loads it up for Millsap. Gordon finds Millsap. Back to Jokic. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Brunson. Over to the left wing. Releases. Jokic against Porzingis. Good defense by Jokic. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 4. It's tipped. Porzingis with the steal. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. That one goes. Count it. Porzingis has got 8 points.
It's going to be so hard to stop a drive by Porzingis. How are you going to get to where it is the ball's going to get?
Pass to Jokic. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Hardaway with a wide open look. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. From deep three-point range. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Nuggets lead by 2. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Harrison. Michael Green is out there with Gordon. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Porter at the 2.
Macaulay Stein in great position to reject that shot.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
It's Redick on the wing. Back to Doncic. teardrop shot. Rebound by the Nuggets. Porter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Gordon penetrating. Here's Doncic. Kicks to Redick. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. In the corner, it's Richardson. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
The evolution of Josh Richardson is going to be very exciting for this organization. When he's sinking the catch-and-shoot jump shots, look out.
Porter looking it over. Gordon kicks to Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
There's been a lot of talk about Michael Porter Jr. and the way that he plays and how athletic he is. How's he doing that on the vegan diet? For some, it works well.
Porzingis, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Mavericks trail by 4. Doncic left side. It's good.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Campazzo, guarded by Porzingis. Over to the wing. From deep. And again, Denver, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Campazzo, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Doncic finds Porzingis, takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Campazzo, headed by Porzingis, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Campazzo, headed by Porzingis. The tray. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And Doncic throws it down.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. Able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Bobbed up there for Green. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
Yeah, unfortunately, just poor execution there. You cannot give the ball away at this point in the game.
Mavericks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Denver also making some changes. Jokic comes in for Green, and it's Rivers in for Harrison. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
16 feet away, and another miss by Denver.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Growing up in the Bay Area, I worked out a lot and spent a lot of time with Tim Hardaway Sr. Remember the killer crossover, and Tim Hardaway Jr. continues to show why he belongs in the league after a lot of hard work on his own.
To the middle. It's stolen. Here's Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
Richardson doing a great job in transition. Has good speed. That time accelerates in the open floor.
Here's Jokic, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
Look, Jokic continues to get confidence. He is becoming that guy for this team.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
And a wide open look for Porter. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
That's a huge confidence boost right there for Kristaps Porzingis. He's proving he's got what it takes in those moments.
To the paint, it's tipped. Porzingis with the steal. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Kleba. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Porter passes to Jokic. Back to Porter. From the arc. Off the mark.
Well, Porzingis with that huge wingspan can still be a tough matchup for any opposing shooter. Just a quick challenge with.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the 4 slot. George against Richardson. George passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
We know about George's ability as a scorer, but he's also unselfish and a skilled playmaker.
Here's Doncic. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. There's the triple. That one doesn't drop. Now Dallas takes it the other way. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Here's Finney-Smith. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here is Morris. Here's the three. That shot, no good. Here's Kleba, finished off the break.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Jackson. Los Angeles with another miss.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Yes, that goes in.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Doncic against Jackson. Morris passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Doncic feeling it out. To the inside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And what a luxury to run pick and rolls with Porzingis. He can roll to the basket or pop out for that jump shot.
The deep three from George. The three-pointer no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And that one good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Jackson against Doncic. Elbow shot. Outside for Jackson. Drains it from 17 feet out.
When Jackson can't get all the way to the rim, this is his go-to. Shoots for a decent percentage from mid-range.
The three for Doncic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 6. Jackson in the corner. Outside Leonard from the line. He can't get that one. And it's Dallas the other way. Kleba inside. Covered by Morris. Kleba kicks to Doncic. From outside the arc. They get the rebound. Porzingis on the follow.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
Zubac finds George. Back to Zubac. Outside, George. Launches it. Just 5 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's Richardson on the assist by Porzingis. Richardson's got 6.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
A pass to Porzingis.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Dallas. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place.
In the gym trying to work my brain out.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Batum, Patrick Beverly out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Cousins in at the center. Hardaway with a wide open look. Here's Powell. And he uses the glass on the layup.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Here's Rondo to the middle and stolen by Cauley Stein. One-on-one here. Here's Redick. It's hauled in by Beverly. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 9-point game. Kennard's shot is off. Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Brunson. The Clippers grab the miss. Kennard with the ball. Unloads from 13. It's good on the putback.
I mean, there's no question about it. When DeMarcus attacks the offensive boards, he gives the team a different attitude.
Kennard against Hardaway. Over Kennard. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Clippers moving the ball around. Out to the wing. Beverly finds Cousins. To the left side wing. Clock at 6. Kennard for 3. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Here's Brunson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will say Gary Payton. I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
And stolen by Cauley Stein. Back to Hardaway. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Clippers trail by 6. The shot. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Burke finds Brunson. Now here's Burke. He's guarded by Cousins. 5 on the clock. Brunson the pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Tries it from the top of the key, and it falls over the rim and in. Kennard's got 8.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Brunson kicks to Burke. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. Brunson, good. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now, here's Kennard. He's guarded closely. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 11.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Brunson the pass to Burke. Down low, Cauley Stein. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Cauley Stein's got his first bucket in this one.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And it's Beverly missing. Outside Hardaway from past the arc. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Dallas bringing the... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to eat. It was all Kristaps Porzingis in the first quarter. He had 8 points, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds. And that'll...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 7. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in its small forward.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here's Doncic. Makes it off the glass. Doncic has got his second basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Jackson. Again, Los Angeles.
That quick burst off the pick allows Jackson to separate and get the look he wants.
Doncic outside. Here's the floater. That shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Paul George.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Jackson passes to Zubac. An easy 2 points on the layup. Zubac has got 8 points.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Inside, here's Porzingis, and the rejection by Zubac.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove. They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Here's Kleba. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
George against Richardson. George, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Jackson. Here's Zubac, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Maxi Kleba. Redick comes in for Richardson. And it's Burke in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
From deep three-point range. A shot by Rondo is no good. Dallas leading by 5. Here's Doncic. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got 3 assists in the game.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And it's Rondo penetrating. Good.
And Rondo, with that attacking mindset, just finished at the hoop through contact.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Fires from deep. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Rondo scanning the floor. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And the technical free throw is good.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. Dallas leading by 4. Here's Burke, and he comes up with the deuce.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the third. Redick against Beverly. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
Now here's Brunson. Outside, Redick. Lets it go with the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Now Zubac. No good with the triple. Gets it off. That shot off. And we've reached the end of the third. It's Dallas up 4. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Rajon Rondo is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Kennard in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Great positioning on the putback. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
To the paint. Zubac in the post. He's against Porzingis. That's a 2 from Kennard. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist from Redick. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Kennard. Back to Beverly. Pass to Kennard. Shot clock at 6. Good on the triple.
A crafty lefty with tons of range. You can't take your eyes off Luke Kennard defensively.
Brunson against Rondo, and it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Marcus Morris is checked in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. Paul George, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Josh Richardson's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Doncic outside. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Leonard. Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Richardson against George. Richardson dishes to Cauley Stein. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Clippers trail by 7. George looking over the floor. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Richardson.
Strong take by Paul. He plays with great decisiveness.
And he sinks the second. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And here's Doncic. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Oh, Leonard in position. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Ollie Stein in the post, covered by Morris. Here's Finney-Smith. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
From deep, George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
Doncic outside. Dishes to Cauley Stein. On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Jackson. Doncic kicks to Richardson. Shot clock at 3. From 10 feet out, Marjanovic. The second chance points on the tip in. Marjanovic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. The 3 from George. A rebound by Marjanovic.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump. And it's not going well.
Man, you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
Richardson against George. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
And the Clippers making a change here. Cousins is checked in. Porzingis is checked in for Dallas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Cousins. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
I mean, one thing about DeMarcus, he's never had much of a problem scoring with contact.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And the 3 off target. George, that's a 2-pointer. That one a little long. Stolen by George. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith. Now it's ended.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Powell kicks to McCollum. Portland again missing.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Powell with the steal. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself. Passes it to Covington. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Let's remember, Robert Covington is a guy who has hit over 200 3-point shots in the season. You better guard him from out there.
Now, here's Kleba. In the corner, it's Richardson. Four on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Here's Kleba. Out left to the wing. Powell with the steal. The shot by Lillard wide open. And the dunk by Covington.
Robert Covington is as competitive as it gets, and he gets to the window there.
For Dallas, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And it's off from 3-point range. A 3 from McCollum. The shot, no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic against Covington. Porzingis passes to Doncic. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made 1 basket in this period.
Just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
Here's Simons after the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. There's the 3. Portland no good that time either.
This guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Basket counts.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Inside, here's Cantor. McCollum trying to get open. That's good from Cantor on the assist by McCollum.
Well, this guy is a skilled scorer from that area. Once Enes Kanter gets a little bit of position, he's good.
Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Dishes it to Powell. Just 5 on the clock. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Lillard's checked in for Portland. And then for Dallas, J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And Trey Burke subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Three-pointer. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Three-pointer, Lillard knocks down the 3-ball. And that ties it up.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep 3.
Hardaway from outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's all tied in Portland. And Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he's
humble beginnings. You know, I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dream.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got J.J. Redick, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Burke, and it's Cauley Stein in at the center position.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Lets it go from deep. And it's Lillard missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Here's Burke. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
For Dallas, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. Powell, he's checked in for Anthony Simons. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Lillard. Kept alive.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now, here's Doncic. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. To the inside, Porzingis. Nurkic with the block. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Covington with the ball. The shot by Powell, no good. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And Doncic, here we go.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Powell dishes to Anthony. To the middle, Porzingis with the steal. And here we go, fast break. Burke's got it. Offensive rebound. Doncic outside. The 3. And no good. Trailblazers trail by 3. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A different look for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Richardson comes in for Burke. And it's Jalen Brunson in for J.J. Redick. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Portland turns it over again. Mavericks leading by 3. Doncic outside. Pass to Brunson. Now here's Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Cantor. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Brunson. Good D by Jones.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Anthony kicks to Cantor. Over Doncic. Cantor's shot is off.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Down low. Nice D from Porzingis. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Richardson. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Hardaway is subbed in for Luka Doncic. Now here's Lillard. 6 points for him. Good on the bucket.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Brunson against Covington. It's tipped. They recover it. Yep, that one goes in there. Trailblazers trail by 6. To the wing on the left. Lillard from outside. Traps in the tray. Lillard's got 8 here in the quarter.
And 2 more 3-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. They get it back. Cauley-Stein goes back up. No good that time. Excellent D from Cantor. Takes the 3. They get it back. The shot, no good. Now here's Powell. He gets it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Maverick.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period was 3 points. Just in terms of the second quarter, they were... And that's going to do it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Well, we've got a moment left set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward. Here's McCollum. The Mavericks making the shot. Kicks it to Nurkic. Powell, no one around him. He nails it, and we're tied up. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Just 3 to shoot. And Lillard gets it to go.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Zinkas, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Trey Burke subbed in for Richardson.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
Kleba kicks to Burke. Kleba, and the foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Now, here's Lillard. Defense right on him. Now the pass to Powell. Here's the dish to McCollum. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. The Trailblazers rebound, and they take the lead. Nurkic has got his second basket of the game.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
And that one's good. Doncic.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Powell with it. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Lillard scanning the floor. Hits the three-point bomb. Lillard's got 18 points in the game.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Here's Doncic. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
There is this fundamental confidence to what Luka does, and those difficult floaters, no problem.
Lillard attacking. And again, it's Portland converting. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. So for the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Dallas also making some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Luka Doncic. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Trey Burke. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. The Blazers getting the bucket. Back to Brunson. And he lays it straight in.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Now Powell feeds to Cantor. Hardaway with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. It's deflected. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Here's Cantor to the left wing for the 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from J.J. Redick.
Boy, that's fast break basketball at its absolute best. Outstanding assist to finish it off.
Powell, the pass to Cantor. Here's Jones. And that one is good.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
That will count, and we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Trailblazers lead by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Mavericks trail by 3. On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis, Josh Richardson out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Brunson against Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 22.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Brunson the pass to Porzingis. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Lillard. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post. And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
Now here's McCollum. Here's Lillard. From deep. Again, the miss by Lillard. The Mavericks trailing. To take the lead. Richardson, no luck. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. A 3 from McCollum. Mavericks with the rebound.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Luka Doncic comes in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Doncic. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. A 3 from McCollum. Porzingis with the block.
This guy's showing.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Doncic after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Chalk up 2 there. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Nurkic. Got a piece of it. And here is Kleber. Passes to Finney Smith. Over in the corner, Doncic. Ring shot on the way. And he overshot that one, missing.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Shoots. Covington passes to Nurkic. Covington against Kleber. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to McCollum. Out left to the wing. Here's Lillard. Porzingis with the block. They get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
The Mavericks leading. It's Richardson on the wing. For 3. They grabbed their own miss. Porzingis on the follow.
Embrace the spotlight, KP. Delivery in a big moment for Porzingis.
Lillard with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. Porzingis with the block. 1:15 left to play here in the fourth.
Oh, you love the the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Here's Finney-Smith. Kicks it out to Richardson. Kleba inside. Defended by Jones. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, Richardson. And Jones pulls it down. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 6-point game. Lillard from outside. He doesn't hit that one.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Hits it from 3-point range.
How about the vision from the young Latvian Porzingis showing he really can read the floor and capitalize.
Can they get it? And Lillard gets it to go.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Now, here's Doncic. From deep 3-point range, the putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Lillard from outside. Laces one from 3.
And you talk about getting back into the game, folks. 3 is better than 2.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the 3-point shot as his primary weapon today.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Dallas Mavericks arriving at the building earlier today. Sensing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for Denver, Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. And it's Rivers. Lob pass to Gordon. The shot misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And where Finney Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And, you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and That's always been part of his package, but as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
To the paint, pass to Rivers, trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. Over Porzingis. That one off the back iron and out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Richardson, good.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Kicks it out to Gordon. Off target with his 3. The Mavericks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Offensive rebound, Kleber, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
There's the pass to Kleber. And a miss there on the triple.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
Rivers finds Porter. Pass break, Dallas. Here's Richardson, and he drops it in from the low post. Richardson's got 6. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. And the shot goes down. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Pass to Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Porzingis.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Millsap misses. Mavericks leading by 5. Porter with the steal. Here's Green. Second chance shot. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Boy, an attacker who's not afraid to get a little rugged and physical. I like Hardaway Jr.'s disposition, fellas.
Hardaway hits them both. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that one's good, Harrison.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Brunson with a clean look. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Millsap doing a nice job there, reading the defense, and makes a nice slick pass to burn the opponent.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Back to Brunson. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Harrison kicks to Millsap. That 3 off the mark. Mavericks leading by 5. Hardaway goes in. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
A prolific slasher with some serious bounce. Hardaway Jr. Fun to watch.
Pass to Gordon. And the wide open shot from Green. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. It's Dallas up 7. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, they've got Powell. J.J. Redick is out there with Trey Burke. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Hardaway in at the small forward position. McGee's shot is off.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Green. Mavericks leading by 9. Here's Hardaway, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Hardaway has got 8.
Boy, excellent situational awareness from Hardaway Jr. that time. I mean, he seems to know exactly where to get when the break is on.
Here's Harrison. Powell pulls it in. The Mavericks shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. Doncic is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick. Yep, that one goes.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. It's Richardson on the wing. He kicks it to Burke. And it's sent back by Jokic. Rivers against Richardson. Count the basket. Rivers has got it back down to single digits for Denver.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Denver making a switch here. Gordon's checked in, and Dallas with a change here too. Finney-Smith's checked in. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle. It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
Doncic passes to Kleber, and Kleber slams it in.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
And here's Millsap from the arc, and it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the score by Dallas. Jokic with the bucket.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
Outside for Millsap. Off target from outside.
He's been an absolute non-factor. Zero factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
Get there, get there. Pass to Kleba.
Watch the pit.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half of the game. No good from 11 feet. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Down by 15. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
The Nuggets trail by 15. Here's Jokic, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Jokic has got 8 points.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Here's Doncic. From 13 feet, it goes down. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
Boy, Doncic so crafty and good at using screens and being effective in screening situations.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our... Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 13 points, 2 assists. And that's a...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
Aaron Gordon out there with Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Boy, Luka Doncic, such an all-around skill set. I mean, the defense having a real hard time containing him tonight.
Porter in the corner. Jokic inside. He's against Porzingis, and that one's good. Jokic.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia, Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Here's Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
The pass to Rivers. Jokic inside. Guarded by Porzingis. Nice D from Porzingis.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Richardson, good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Pass to Jokic. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Austin Rivers.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
Inside. That one drops for him.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Dallas leading by 14. And here is Doncic. 21 points in the game. And the layup falls. Doncic has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
Passes it to Jokic. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Richardson kicks to Brunson. That one good for 2.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Richardson outside. Doncic outside. Pass to Brunson. Pocket 6. Beyond the arc. It doesn't go for him. Now Denver takes it the other way. Harrison passes to Green. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. Dallas leading by 16. Brunson kicks to Doncic. The pass to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And the basket is good. Cauley Stein's got 6 points.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Campazzo. Brunson covering. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. No good on the triple. Richardson for 3. That one no good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Mavericks on top as they end the 3rd quarter on a 14-6 run. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. J.J. Redick is out there with Trey Burke. Then there's Maxi Kleber. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Powell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a 3-point play. That sends J.J. Redick to the free throw line. That one on Porter. Rivers, he's checked in for Michael Porter.
Boy, Redick has some of the most admirable traits you want to see in any basketball player. His professionalism and work ethic have made him the player he is today.
Here's Rivers. Harrison passes to Millsap. Here's Rivers. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
And it's Burke with the ball for Dallas. In the corner, Hardaway with it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Powell kicks to Redick. Shoots the 3. But they'll get another chance. Out to the right wing. The shot by Kleber, wide open. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Rivers can't get it to go. Mavericks leading by 22. Burke looking over the floor. Kicks it to Powell. Redick for 3. They get it again. Pass to Burke. Fires the 3. That one's not going to go.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. The Mavericks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Burke. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
Kleba finds Hardaway. Now Redick. In the corner, it's Kleba. Redick against Rivers. Dishes to McGee.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Mavericks leading by 18. Fires the three. Burke can't get it to go.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball. Get there.
Here's Burke. His three-pointers off the mark. For Denver, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Boy, you look at Gordon. He is cut up now. Fantastic at being able to overcome physical defenses because of his own physicality.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Trey Burke. Kicks it out to Richardson. This one for 3. And it's Rivers with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 13 to the inside. Porter. He dishes it to Rivers. No good from outside. Dallas shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Doncic passes to Richardson. Passes it to Finney-Smith. They need this one. Clock at 4. Pulls up. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
And Jokic throws it down.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Now, here's Doncic. Not a lot of room. Here's Finney-Smith. Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. Here's Kleba. Off target from three-point range.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Doncic outside. Launches a 3. He can't get it to go. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never